y'all doing today? It's Cash Cow back with another video. Today we're going to talk about the Shang-Chi trailer and comics that were introduced in that, or characters, either or, that were introduced in that, and I'm pretty excited for it. Like, I'm ready to go see it now, and I can't wait for it. Like, we still got Black Widow coming. We're still watching Loki. Like, Marvel is on a roll right now. They are just completely knocking out the park. So today I'm going to discuss maybe 6 comics, maybe. But I have more in my collection, but I feel like these 6 will actually be explained in this trailer, and let's see how it goes. Hopefully you guys have these books. If not, then hey, this is something you probably should invest in, because right now they're gonna see their uptick in value. They're gonna do their thing in the market. You want to see those comics? Stay tuned. Number 1, we got Master of Kung Fu 115. It's the first appearance of Death Dealer. And if you watch the trailer, you see where the guy that's like dressed in this suit, sorry, I hope you guys can see that, there's no glare on that. My apologies if it is. He's throwing knives at Shang-Chi trying to hit him, and you see one of the knives get stuck in the window, and you're like, oh, that's Death Dealer, and he's confirmed to make an appearance in there. So I see this as a minor key. I don't see him staying around too long in the movie. Now, don't quote me on that, because Marvel goes in their own direction. He may have a bigger part than what you think. But why not invest in it and get it now before it actually spikes to become something more that will be out of the realm of, the price of availability or affordability. Comics like that can jump, so you get on it while you can. Not a bad comic. Of course, it's the newsstand variant. I feel like with those comics, if you can, get a newsstand variant. If you can. If you're investing in it, get a newsstand variant. It's a must. That's going to become the most desirable copy that you would have from any other copy, barring a 9.8. 9.8, it's all of it's out the window. It's a 9.8. They go after that out of anything. Excuse me. Number 2. We got Submariner and the Hawk Tales to Astonish number 90. It's the first appearance of Abomination. Now, this comic has seen a spike in value because he's been confirmed that he's going to appear in the She-Hulk, the Disney Plus series. But you've seen him in the trailer the other day that he's fighting Shang-Chi in the cage match. So you're like, oh, wait. So is this how they introduce him? Because it's Shang-Chi's story is different. Like, it kind of goes to where at times he uses talent as a wrestler or a cage fighter, kind of like some blood sport type stuff. So I'm guessing this is where they're going to plug Abomination in to get you. Like I said, Marvel loves to get you guys ready by introducing them in cameos first before they put them in whatever they're really planning on putting them in. Abomination was when they did the Hulk movie in, I want to say 2008, the Universal one. That was a good movie. I liked it. I didn't care for the first one before that, but I don't know what that was all about. That was just weird. But that one was pretty good with Edward Norton and Tim Roth, and he's going to reprise his role, so he's going to be Abomination again. This comic has gotten hot, and it's going to continue to only get hot because he's actually going to be in a series. So you're going to see him often. I would suggest getting this or Tales to Astonish number 91, which is his second appearance. That's also going to see a spike in value because this is going to become hard to afford for some people. I'm glad I got my hands on a copy, so I don't have to worry about that. I just sit back and see what happens and have fun with it and just enjoy what Marvel's giving us. Number 3. The Deadly Hands of Kung Fu number 19. Now this is where the speculation gets interesting for me because in the trailer you see a guy, if I'm not mistaken, he maybe has 7 or 8 rings. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be 7. But he has these rings that he's fighting Shang-Chi with. So you don't know if it's the villain's gonna be White Tiger or it's gonna be the Mandarin. But this is the first appearance of White Tiger. So it's kind of like interesting because you don't know what direction Marvel's gonna go in. You don't know which villain they're gonna give you or how many villains they're gonna give you. So you're just along for the ride, just seeing what happens. But this is actually one of my personal faves. I love this copy. See, like, you got Iron Fist in there. You never know. He actually might. If the Shang-Chi franchise is successful and they keep making movies, you might see an appearance of him again. And they'll do him right this time compared to the Netflix version, which a lot of people don't like. But I told you, I didn't mind it. It wasn't bad to me. It wasn't as strong as the other shows, but if you give it time, it wasn't bad. Right now, you can get these for, I would say, under $300 for right now. Depending on if you wait for a deal, I would suggest waiting for a deal because it's speculation based. You don't know what can happen. But if you can find a decent grade that's in good condition, jump on that now. Like, don't wait at all. Like, it's worth it. And I've actually seen where a lot of people are holding on to these copies, so you're not seeing them often. Magazine, of course. So it's a little harder, so a little sturdier. More pages, of course. A lot of Deadly Hands of Kung Fu have magazine styles. So, just so you know, you won't have your typical comic cover to put them in and all that. You might want to get magazine covers for them. It's not going to fit in the Silver Age or none of that type of stuff. Number 4. We have Tales of Suspense number 50. First appearance of Mandarin. Now, this is a thing I hope they get right this time because in the first Iron Man, they make it seem like the Mandarin's coming, then you find out it's not, and you're like, what is this? Like, you can remember if you're reading the comic books or watching the TV shows that Mandarin's battles with Iron Man were legendary. Legendary. So I think they're gonna get this right this time. And it stems more where this is the perfect place to put him in. You got your first Kung Fu movie style that they're gonna do. Marvel's really venturing out. Like they're beating on their chest now. Like they're having fun with it. I can see this comic has already become valuable. Where some people aren't even able to get it for under $200. So I would suggest anything under $200, get it. Don't wait. It's not gonna go down. Mandarin's an iconic villain. It's gonna stay hot. I can see, and that's the thing also with it, where you don't know if it's the White Tiger or the Mandarin. He's confirmed to be a villain in this movie. So you don't know who's going to be the main villain, or you don't know if they're setting up Shang-Chi for a battle with him one day. So even if you don't see him in this film, I would suggest still getting them, because if he's not in this film, then he'll be the next one or the one after that. That's how Marvel does things. They take their time to build. I mean, look at him. He's just like sitting on his, throne, his little couch, whatever. You know, chilling. If you want to call it that, he ain't really chilling, but you know what I mean. That's not a bad copy either. Not a bad copy to have. You know, I can definitely see that getting to the realm of maybe $400 or $500, not depending on grade. I'm speaking space. I'm speaking off of a mid grade level, because mid grade tends to be when the comics are too, they get too high in price. That tends to be what people can afford. Like, everybody's not gonna be trying to buy a 9.8 for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,000. Like, that's crazy. Not, I'm saying that from standpoint because I can't afford it. If I can afford it, it's different. I'm cashing out. Let's go. Next, number 5, and this will probably be the most expensive comic spec in that trailer, depending on the grade, but for the most part, it probably will be the most expensive comic. We got Strange Tales number 89. It's the first appearance of Fin Fang Foom. When he goes underwater and he's swimming, he like stops and he's looking, and you see that dragon, that's him. That's Fin Fang Foom. And his story tends to go hand in hand with the Mandarin. So it's like they're combining all this stuff. And you're just like, man, they're really like opening up the catalog, and they're really going at this stuff. And they're swinging. They're swinging for the fences. Like, this comic now, if you can get it for under $500, I would suggest get it. I'm glad I made that purchase. I was like, oh man, that's expensive. But as a speculator, you kind of see where things are going, and you're like, I could see him being in this movie. It would make sense. You're dealing with magic and karate. And then what's more mythical than a dragon? So, like, it to me, it was a no-brainer. And I'm like, man, I'm getting this copy now. And this, I am planning on keeping. I am not getting rid of this thing. These are hard to come by. No matter the grade, they're hard to come by. Look at that. Look at it. He turning over a building now, or picking up a building to get to somebody. You gotta love that. Like, look at that cover. Classic cover. One of those creatures that's hard to find. Number 6. And the last one. Save for it. Of course, it's going to be Special Marvel Edition number 15. The first appearance of Shang-Chi. This is based on his trailer, so why wouldn't his comic be the most important thing that you need to invest in? They're not going to get rid of him. He's a hero, so he's not dying off anytime soon. I can see it to where they're going to introduce him in other movies. I can see him getting introduced into the Spider-Man movie later on down the realm. I can see also if they're having to do team-up movies, they're going to put him in that as well. If I would suggest anybody, if you can get this for under $300, get it. Because it's going to continue to just go. It's got legs and it's walking and running now, so I would suggest get on it. It's already been hot, and a lot of people have ignored it until now, until they've seen the trailer. It's like, stop waiting on the trailer to ignore something. Like, get it now while nobody's really waiting or talking about it. Because once they see the trailer, all bets are off. Everybody wants this now. Even the people that weren't even paying attention, they're willing to spend whatever they can to get this now. So why wait? I was smart and stockpiled multiple copies of it, and you got his second appearance, which is gonna see an uptick in value. You got his third appearance. You even got his fourth appearance. That's back there on the wall, which is Deadly Hands of Kung Fu #1. That's another one you probably should watch out for. That's gonna see an uptick in value. That starts his first solo series. But I'm just letting you guys know that that trailer got me excited. Like, okay, Marvel's going in the right direction. They're figuring it out. They're having fun with it. They're doing their thing. You guys need to get on these comics now while you can, while they're affordable. You don't want to spend through the roof for something that you could have bought for a few $100s or $1,000 less than what you're paying now. It's Cash Cow with another video. Cash Cow out.